Welcome guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I'm gonna talk about sensitivity settings. And also I'll explain how to find your own sensitivity settings. So, let's move on to the video. Having a good device and good internet connection is a key requirement. Also, your sensitivity settings are very important to handle this game very well. Sensitivity settings are more important than your controls layout, so setting up your own sensitivity settings is the best way to take your gameplay to the next level. But what a lot of players do is that they copy the sensitivity of pro players, thinking that it will allow them to play like professionals. But it's a huge mistake. Because every player's hands and thumb movements are different. And the phone is different, and every screen responds differently to touch. Some are more sensitive than others. So, stop copying others' settings and work on your personalized settings. However, I hope to cover these 2 points in this video: understanding the settings and where they are applied, and making minor adjustment as you feel the setting. Sensitivity settings are classified into 4 main categories. That is camera sensitivity, ADS sensitivity, gyroscope sensitivity and ADS gyroscope sensitivity. And also there is another sensitivity category that I didn't mention here. That is camera sensitivity for free look. It is not included in the main categories because it's not extremely important. First we will see what a setting does and where it is applied. Camera sensitivity for free look. This category is also divided into 3 sections. Third-person camera. Third-person camera is used in TPP for looking around the environment and for eye tool. First-person camera. It is used in FPP for looking around the environment, and camera for parachuting. It is applied when you are parachuting. I recommend you to set these sensitivity between 100% and 200% because maintaining such a middle value allows you to look around more easily and accurately. Also, make minor adjustment as you feel it while playing. I don't expect to talk further about free look sensitivity because it doesn't have much effect on your gameplay. So, let's talk about other sensitivity settings. Camera sensitivity. If you are a non-gyro player, all your movements are done by camera sensitivity when you are not shooting. ADS sensitivity. ADS stands for aim down sight. It applied when you move while shooting or spraying. So, the moment you touch the fire button, these sensitivity settings take over the camera sensitivity, and after you leave fire button, then camera sensitivity settings come back into effect. Basically, this is the sensitivity settings of recoil controlling for non-gyro players. Gyroscope sensitivity. This is the sensitivity for make movements without using thumb when you are not shooting. ADS gyroscope sensitivity. ADS gyro applied when you move while shooting or spraying. So, ADS gyro sensitivity also works same as ADS sensitivity. But you can control recoil without using thumb while playing with gyro. However, I just told you a brief introduction to sensitivity settings. So, let's move on to the most important part of this video. Now I'm gonna tell you how to make your own sensitivity. First of all, I want to say that I'm a full gyro player. Therefore, I apologize for any errors in adjusting ADS and camera sensitivity settings because my muscle memory is built with gyro. The first sensitivity adjustment was made for non-gyro players. Even if you are a gyro player, turn off gyroscope and make these adjustments. Also remember to use a default layout before customize your sensitivity. And then make minor adjustment as you feel. When you adjusting sensitivity, remember to increase or decrease it by 5%. After that choose comfortable AR and SKS. Then pick up all the scopes and come to this place. So, let's begin with camera sensitivity. First place the crosshair on the center of the 10-meter target. Then move the crosshair towards the 20-meter target using your thumb. After that move back to the 10-meter target. Do this approximately 10 times. If you can move the crosshair of the gun exactly on the middle part of these 2 targets, then your sensitivity is just fine. But if the crosshair moves away from the target, it means your sensitivity is too high. Then slightly reduce your sensitivity. And also if your crosshair is unable to reach the intended target, it means your sensitivity is low. Then slightly increase your sensitivity. The same methodology used for no scope camera sensitivity applies to other scopes, except 8x scope. So, I don't show all scopes one by one. I will specify the distances at which those scopes should be moved. Red dot 20 to 25 meters, 2x scope 30 to 35 meters and 35 to 40 meters, 3x scope 45 to 50 meters, 4x scope 70 to 80 meters, and 6x scope 80 to 90 meters. All you have to do is move each scope between the targets at different distances mentioned above and reduce the sensitivity if the scope moves away from the target, or increase the sensitivity if the scope fails to reach the target. But this method doesn't apply to the 8x scope. Use this target at a distance of 100 meters. Before adjusting the 8x scope, if you look closely, you will see 4 stripes extending from the white circle in the middle of the target. All you have to do is first aim at the white circle and move the scope along those 4 stripes without shooting. If you can manage the scope on those lines, your sensitivity is just fine. But if your scope move away from those lines, your sensitivity is too high. Then reduce it. And if your scope can't hit the corner of those lines, your sensitivity is too low. Then increase it. This way you can adjust your camera sensitivity as you feel. Anyway, let's move on to the ADS sensitivity. Starting with the no-scope ADS sensitivity. First, place your crosshair on the center of the 10-meter target. Then start firing and try to hold the crosshair at the center of the target using your thumb. If you can keep the crosshair at the middle of the target accurately, then your sensitivity is just fine. But if your crosshair travels upwards, your sensitivity is very low. Then slightly increase the sensitivity. And if your crosshair travels downwards from the target, your sensitivity is too high. Then slightly decrease the sensitivity. This method can be used to setting up the ADS sensitivity of all your scopes except 8x scope. So, use targets with these distance to adjust ADS sensitivity of other scopes. Red dot 20 meters, 2x scope 30 meters, 3x scope 50 meters, 4x scope 60 meters, and 6x scope 80 meters. Let's adjust ADS sensitivity of 8x scope. First, shoot about 10 bullets using 8x scope at white circle of the target, which is 100 meters away. If your bullets hit near the white circle, then your sensitivity is just fine. But if your bullets hit the area above the white circle, it means your sensitivity is too low. Then increase it. And if your bullets hit the area below the circle, it means your sensitivity is too high. Then decrease it. This way you can simply adjust your ADS sensitivity as you feel. If you are a non-gyro player, then you must perform these exercises extremely accurately. Because non-gyro players do not have the advantage of gyroscope. And also, camera and ADS sensitivity settings don't have to be extremely accurate if you are a gyro player. Anyway, let's move on to the gyro player's settings. All you have to do is the same thing you did when adjusting the camera and ADS sensitivity. But here you have to focus on gyroscope without using thumb. Here you have to do same exercises that you have did while adjusting camera sensitivity to adjust gyroscope sensitivity, and also you have to do the same exercises that you have did while adjusting ADS sensitivity to adjust ADS gyroscope sensitivity. So repeating the same activity is waste of time, so I will not show these exercises again. I hope you learned something new. If you have any problem about sensitivity settings, then comment below, and also drop a like and subscribe if you are new. Ehanam Kalo. Api Gio.